Good thing.
Was it one of our Cole County sheriffs, or was it Highway Patrol? Or
You know, it was Highway Patrol. I thought it was the Jeff City Police. Yeah,
we up and running?
Good. Hi, Larry. How are you?
It's going to be quick, right? Okay.
We have a portable one we can take out.
Okay, let's call this meeting to order. It is Friday, June 3rd, 2016. Do we want to go through all our different events and stuff? We'll forgo that. Do we have any unfinished business?
I have some reports if you don't want to do them.
Reports, yeah, go ahead and do that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I have the May 2016 recorder fees filed and May 2016 clerk fees filed.
Okay. New business, discussion of MOU for public health activities and service tracking project.
Hello.
Heard you on the radio this morning.
Oh. Is it okay?
Yes.
Thanks. So we were approached by the Department of Health and Senior Services. Apparently the University of Washington is doing a research project, and they're contacting 5 states and then 4 local public health agencies within those 5 states to participate in a research project where they would look at all our expenditures and our revenues to really do some research into what public health costs and what public health spending is. So if we participate in this project, we would receive $15,000. Kristen and I have discussed it and looked at the charts of what they want to see, and Jill has reviewed the MOU, and it looks like it's all the normal stuff that we usually put in our annual report. There might be a little bit of time with conference calls and submitting the information to them, but I'm wanting your approval to participate in the research project with the University of Washington and the Department of Health and Senior Services.
So it just seems kind of odd that they're going to pay us to participate in a research project. And where are they getting their funding from?
The Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. It's a federal public health foundation.
They're trying to create like a unified chart of accounts so they can track public health spending across every agency the same way and look at it the same way.
And be able to take it to like the policymakers in Washington and say, you know, this is the funding that public health agencies receive, and this is what they spend it on.
So does this other agency, where are they getting their money from?
The Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. I don't know a lot about the foundation. I know they do a lot of grants and they do a lot of research. I assume it's probably just a private foundation that's
Big national one.
yeah. I've heard a lot about it, but I don't know where their funding comes from.
Yeah, they,
Do you want to see like the chart of accounts or anything?
It just seems rather odd, you know.
And you said the state is participating in
Right.
it, so.
Department of Health and Senior Services is already committed.
I was kind of wary when Kristen, but
Well, I guess where I was going is that a bunch of federal tax dollars that are funneled through this organization that are coming back to the states, and
it's a not-for-profit.
Yeah.
It's a not-for-profit.
It's a big not-for-profit, and they fund a lot of stuff. I know, I listen to a radio station in the morning, public radio, and they fund a lot of their health reporting and that kind of it.
They're the ones that do the county health rankings for the United States.
Okay, I'm okay with it. I just always leery of
Yeah,
how our money's being wasted.
I asked her too, but then I'm like, yeah, $15,000 is good if they want stuff that we're compiling already.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Probably would have given it for 5.
We put our annual report out on the website.
It's basically it's information that we've already got out there, so they're
Okay. So what do you need from us?
Just a signature on the MOU.
Okay. we sign the MOU with Public Health Activities and Services Tracking.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Discussion contractor bid results for the Parkview Meadows Neighborhood Improvement District project.
Okay, I think, do we want to just a review of the bids, do that first, and then is there another item for the?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. All right. I emailed you all the details and, the project bidding process, I think it went fairly smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 7 bids, which is pretty good. They were all over the place, ranges from $394,330.50 to $844,000 change. The low bidder at the $394 amount was Kaufman Enterprises. Just a review of the bids, there's no irregularities except for, and it's not an irregularity, but there's one bid price that was really low in comparison to the other bidders, and that was the concrete, remove and replace concrete pavement. Talked with Mr. Kaufman, Tom Kaufman, on 3 different times about that, just to make sure he was comfortable with that price. And he's reworked his math and redone everything, and he feels okay with it. So that would be the only concern, is if it's really low on that, it's set up for issues due to that price being too low, but he feels really confident that he'll be fine. So with that said, all the other numbers are pretty much in line with the rest of the bidders. Price-wise, variations from the engineer's estimate to the bidders, of course, there's always going to be some variations on that. The one kind of unknown for us when we were doing the estimate was the point repair on some of the HDPE pipe. That estimate was pretty low compared to what actually came in at. There's an opportunity to change out some of that with the point repair as we move along with the project, so there might be some cost savings on that. But all in all, the price is still well below the engineer's estimate and the initial estimate when the NID project was set up. So the bid award is set for next Tuesday, and we'll move forward with going with Kaufman Enterprises at this point. So, any questions?
What's the time schedule?
The completion date is this, I don't have the document with me, but it's almost certain it's December 2nd of this year. We'll issue notice to proceed as soon as possible.
And you're comfortable with the fact that it's done?
I don't have any issues with that date. And one issue with, that Tony will talk about with the extension of the maturity date of the bond. Allowed for that completion date to be far enough to give us plenty of time to do the project. So I don't see any issues with that completion date and with the contractor completed.
Substantially lower.
Yeah. Quite a bit of difference, so should be a big cost savings there compared to what was originally estimated. Any other questions?
Just looking at some of the costs.
Bigger? It's still small enough, but it's better than your.
Need anything from us today?
No, this is just discussion, see if you all had any questions about it. Since we were up here anyway, we would know the price, so.
Okay.
Okay. Public hearing, Parkview Meadows Neighborhood Improvement District Proposed Improvements and Assessment.
Let me start out and just kind of talk about the neighborhood improvement district that you've already formed. This is the project bids that came in, and for the benefit of anybody here, you know, property owners who are here for the public hearing, and then, and if it's okay with you, then once I give them that summary, then you can ask for public comments. Okay. So I'm Tony Segeman, again with Gilmore and Bell. We represent the county as special bond counsel on this project. So what has happened to date, as you probably know, is the petition was filed back in November, I believe. The county determined, the commission determined to move forward, determined it advisable to at least create the neighborhood improvement district, explore the idea of the project, went ahead, hired an engineering firm, got plans and specs fully developed, and then the next thing the statute requires is that we hold a public hearing for purposes of the property owners having an opportunity to ask questions, submit comments relating to the project itself or the assessments against your property. So that's what this is. We published in the newspaper a notice of this public hearing. We also sent by mail a notice of the public hearing along with the proposed assessment rule. And so I emailed this really late last night, but I went ahead and just brought copies for you guys. And there you go. I'll email that to you if you want it. So I don't know who else wants something. Okay. Okay. So the original estimate, as Eric was talking about, the original estimated project cost that we had, which the petition amount is based upon, was $505,801. So on top of that, to get to the overall cost that would be assessed against the properties, we would have to increase that by construction period interest, cost of issuance, closing costs for the financing, the temporary note financing, as well as the long-term financing. On the $505,000 project cost, which also included a 20% contingency, the financial advisor for the county calculated the estimated total cost to be about $607,812.50. That's what you have in the petition. Okay. By law, the project costs cannot exceed more than 125% of the amount stated in the petition. Doesn't sound like we're even going to get into that because your bids came in so low. So the assessments that were included in the mailing that went out, you have it on the back of the order, Commissioners, worked out to be $5,901.10 for the preliminary estimated assessment. And that, again, was based upon this much higher cost. So, you know, the cost of issuance are somewhat based on the project costs as a percentage. The financial advisor couldn't be here this morning. I can't tell you exactly what that reduction would be, but there would be a little bit of a reduction in the closing costs as well. So I guess suffice it to say that your assessment would clearly not exceed the amount that's in the preliminary notice. And keep in mind that that is the amount, total amount, okay? And then that's going to be an annual assessment over 20 years. So one thing that we've done by allowing the bidders on the project to have until December something for the construction, Eric had indicated to me before he went out for bid that there was going to be a bit of a premium likely on those construction bids if we forced them into an earlier completion date so that we could get the first assessment against the properties made this December. So we decided that the best thing to do was not do that. Let them have until December to complete the project. What that means is the temporary notes will stay outstanding until about March, because it takes that much time after completion of the project. Then we'll have to send another notice to the property owners. We give them an opportunity to prepay the assessment without further interest. And typically we allow 30 days for that. It's not specified in the statute. Then you can go forward with your long-term bond issue, which takes 30 days or 45. So that's why it really wasn't going to be possible, based upon when the plans got completed, to get this done by year end. So we've got, the advantage of that is that the long-term bonds will be issued after the first of the year. Your first assessment against your property will occur at the end of 2017. And then you'll have 20 years of assessments matching 20 years of payments on the bond. That's, I think, what everybody thought they were signing up for. Okay? So, I think that's about it as far as just updating you on where we are with all of this right now. Do you want to invite comments or?
Yeah, do we have some citizens from,
We got a couple of us from the homeowners association that live in the neighborhood, and there are a couple of residents here. We are pretty informed. The county has been really great to let us know what's been going on. We've been passing that information on to the residents. We've been very fortunate with Mr. Landwehr's communication, and also telling us some great specific with us and help us to understand the project. So we appreciate that.
Any questions, concerns? None?
we'll give you a nice Christmas present.
It's an excellent Christmas present.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So the next action to take would be, after you close the public hearing, then we have the order directing that the improvements be made, and that's what I handed out to you.
Okay.
No other comments on public hearing?
I move that we close the public hearing.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Approve a commission order directing the Parkview Meadows Neighborhood Improvement District improvements to be made and approving a preliminary assessment roll.
No, that was not here.
Okay.
So I move that we approve the Parkview Meadows Neighborhood Improvement District and approve a preliminary assessment roll.
I will second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Then we will approve a commission order authorizing an extension of the maturity date of the temporary note with Buffern Bank for the Parkview Meadows Neighborhood Improvement District project and approving documents in connection thereof. Yes, sir. Yes, I handed out last night.
This one is very brief in comparison to some you've been doing. So literally all we're doing is amending the financing agreement
Okay.
and the note to extend the maturity 90 days. And Joy Howard, your financial advisor, has already spoken to Hawthorne Bank, and they're totally in agreement with this.
Okay.
And so, if you have no questions, then we just need
To vote that.
a motion and
We're just
vote on the order as presented.
We're just amending the note then for the
Yes.
extension.
Mhm.
So I move that we amend the note with Hawthorne Bank for an extension.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Finally, approve a commission order determining advisability of the Randall Drive Neighborhood Improvement District project, ordering the creation of a neighborhood improvement district for the project, selecting a construction financing lender, and ordering preparation of plans and specifications for the project. What a different one. I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is the newest petition that you have. And Larry and Eric have been working with some of the property owners out on Randall Drive for almost a year, I think. Is that a bit longer than that? Yeah. So on this one, the petition was presented. Steve's office has gone through that and verified the signatures to confirm that we have sufficient signatures for the petition to be filed. And then, like we did on Parkview Meadows, the financial advisor sent out a request for financing proposals for the construction financing to the local banks. And she wasn't able to be here today, but she did send this little summary of the bids received. So I'm gonna give that to you. I have other copies for you to sign too, but thank you for doing that. That's okay, I'm sorry.
You're all right.
I had them all flagged and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, that's okay.
We're trying to be efficient.
You guys are used to doing all of that, yeah. So the financing proposals that were received, there were 4. Stern Brothers submitted a proposal, 3.5% with an upfront fee of $2,100. Hawthorne Bank submitted a proposal, 2.35% with a $1,000 fee up front. Royal Banks, 1.99% with a $3,500 fee up front. They also required having the first right of refusal to purchase the long-term bonds, which actually might have been a pretty good deal. But Mid-America Bank came in at 1.53% with a fee of only $1,000. And so Joy Howard had recommended, of course, that be the bank that is selected. So what you are being asked to do today is only to select the bank, not to approve the financing documents. We did this as a 2-step process, just like we did last time. So if you agree to move forward with the Randall Drive NID, then the order, the order approves acceptance of the petition, formation of the Randall Drive NID, and selection of that bank, subject to the final terms coming back to you. And what we've been talking about is bringing that back on the 14th, I think. Right? Yes, bringing that back to your regular meeting in a couple of weeks. That'll give us time to prepare the loan documentation next week, distribute the drafts to Mid-America Bank, and give them an opportunity to review and comment, and then we'll bring it back to you for your approval. And at that time, I believe the plan would be to sign an engineering contract. Well, I guess it's contingent upon the closing, isn't that how we did it last time? Okay. So we will approve the documents, hopefully on the 14th, pre-sign everything for a closing to occur later in that week. And then the engineering contract will get approved but not signed until the closing occurs. And then we'll just be sort of rocking along just like you have on Parkview Meadows. So you'll get your plans and specs fully developed, and we'll get that one out. Because we're so late in the year on this one, I think it probably wouldn't even be finished until the spring.
I had been talking to Carlos and West Engineering Company, like they went back and relooked at the engineering fee, and it did change based on our discussion this week. And it's not a confirmed completion date, but at least by September 30th next year, which would be the absolute latest date it doesn't get in to put it on 2017, or to put it on the tax for that year. So we would pick a date sooner than that. Most likely, we would bid it early in the year and probably, August 30 or something, August 31st, give or take, but we'll work that out.
Right. Now,
How much time do you need from the completion of construction though to actually get those done?
well, typically it takes a full 90 days. So our anticipation would be to do it just like we've done Parkview, because we want to be able to allow the assessments to be paid out over a full 20 years. You have to time the issuance of the long-term bonds so that the bonds don't mature longer than 20 years. So that means it's always ideal to have the issuance of the bonds right after the first of the year, in whatever year you're going to start. Okay. And so that way, your assessments will match up with your bond payments. So on this one, the temporary financing proposal is to have the maturity March of 2018. First assessments being in 18, not 17. If we did it earlier than that, we would end up having to cut off a year of the assessments, and then they have to spread it over 19 years instead of 20, which would, on this project with so few properties, that would greatly impact them.
So we won't be able to sell these together, or whatever.
Yeah.
I like using Mid-America Bank. I mean, it's one of our county, but, Tim Hagenoff, they got a lot better loan officers, Shelley Schwartz. That's all right. Tim's okay.
Getting as bad as Jeff.
I was going to say, he's standing in for
Oh,
Jeff
I
this
know
morning.
Tim. Yeah, I got to fill in, but no, I don't know, where the heck is Royals, man? That's a 314 St.
314,
Louis.
so that's St. Louis.
Okay.
So two things you need us to do. We need to pick a bank, and then we need to authorize the district, the Randall Drive
Right.
Neighborhood Improvement
And
District.
so, both of those actions are included in this order that I handed out to you.
Okay.
And so, what I really need is for you to approve this order, and then you can just read in the title, which takes into account both of those things. Okay?
Does it specify Mid-America Bank is selected, or that's just in the document?
It's in the document, but you can state that in your motion if you want it.
Couldn't you shorten this a little bit, Tony?
I am really dreading the day I have to show up with the long-term bond documents because they're not short.
I move we approve an order determining the advisability of the Randall Drive Neighborhood Improvement District project and ordering the creation of a neighborhood improvement district for the project in Cole County, Missouri, selecting a construction financing lender and ordering preparation of plans and specifications for the project.
I second.
Awesome.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Great.
You want, what'd you say?
I don't know. Lynn got it.
Okay.
Play that back.
Right off the paper.
No, that's.
I know that feeling,
That's great.
rattling it off and then, what did I say?
I just read it.
Do we have anything else that you need to present?
No, I'm just gonna have you sign some things before I leave.
Okay.
Do we have any other issue? I want to thank Eric for being a little, last Friday when we had the I don't know what you want to call it, scam or whatever. We after the fact, we get this thing from Mac saying that, oh yeah, they had like 20 different county commissions, but Eric
Did
was
you
not.
see my email the other day to you and everybody else?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Black County.
So,
Ron Willard got suckered into
Yeah.
wiring $46,000.
I can't put it out. It's not like it's some podunk
$46,600.
account.
So,
well,
he's,
They're what,
he's
4
an-
times
he's
the
an
size of
attested-
the
he's an
population
attorney,
of
practicing
Louise.
attorney, and a treasurer, the county treasurer. He has sat through numerous annual treasurer association conferences where we've talked about scams and cybersecurity and all that, and somehow he got snookered last Friday.
well, I appreciate you. Of course, I made it awfully easy when he called him. He said, "Now, what did you want me to help you do?" And I said, "Huh?" I didn't email you. I didn't know. But it,
Well, when you were asking me in an email what the amount was in our general revenue account, I thought, no. Sam would be asking me that.
I appreciate you catching that. So do we have anything else to come before us?
I move we stand in recess till 4:30.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, you hold on. Do you want to?
Sweet. Jeff Brody, you need anything else?
Yeah, sure.
You get all?
Yes, sir.
Okay.